guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Josephine. Thank you very much for clicking to this video, and thank you very much for watching me. Now today I've got another epic video for parents. I've got something new for you guys. So today I'll be sharing with you on how I made my kid forget breastfeeding within a span of 10 days. Imagine. So guys, without much further ado, let's get started. So shall we?
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
So, the first thing you need to do, you as a parent, it's to understand your kid. You are the only one who understands your kid. How do they react when you're around? How do they react when you leave the house? How do they react when they see you somewhere in the public? How do they react? So the very first thing, if you learn your kids on how they react, you'll be very sure on what you should do to them. But on this one, I'll be giving you a remedy or a tactic on how I did it. Urgently, I didn't give my kid a notice that I'm going to breastfeed you. Guys, it was urgent. I needed to stop my kid from breastfeeding. And so this is what I did. First things first, I made sure that my kid isn't hearing my voice or he isn't seeing me. And the only way I could achieve this whole idea is taking the kid away from myself. So I had to take my kid to my mom, actually now to his grandma at Shags, so that he could stay there, forget about me, and everything went so swiftly just like I expected. Then the other thing I made sure that I did when he went there, you know, my kid used to cry at night when I failed to breastfeed him. So I was very much sure that even when he went to my mom, he could cry at night thinking that it was me and he needed to breastfeed, because he couldn't remember that this wasn't my mom at night. He would definitely cry. So what I did, I told my mom, like, this boy, he really needs to drink and eat. So for the very first few days, we used to have a lunch at night. There was a lunch during the lunch day and a lunch during the night. So we could this was really funny. Like, my son could wake up at around 11-12 to have a lunch at night. He could eat 2 times at night and breastfeed and drink lots of water and drinks like juices, porridge, everything that made him feel healthy. So at this point, this is when my mom told me, like, you know what, your son needs lots of drinks. So what I did, I took home plenty of water, juices, made sure there was milk, anything just to drink. And so when the night came, we just gave it to the son and he could sleep. Because, you know, the reason why this boy woke up night is because he somehow felt thirsty or he was hungry. So I had to know what is it do I have to do just to make sure that my son doesn't wake up at night crying. Like, it's not me, he's crying to his grandma, and it wasn't pleasant. So I had to make sure I have to find ways on how I could get away from that. The other thing that you should have known, or you should do, just make sure you are taking your kid to someone who can handle the crying at night, because you need someone who will be there, who will be able to the kid is crying, so you need to take him to someone who'll be able to handle the crying at night. So I think the best fit for that, it's either your mom or your sister, or someone who just understands the kid, and someone the kid is used to seeing several times. Don't take them to anyone just out there just because you feel like your kid should stop breastfeeding. Peleka mtoto kwa mtu mwenye amezoeana na yeye kidogo, someone who understands him a little bit more. And this way, at least you are in peace, because you know at least there's someone who you left with your kid will be able to take care of them. So then the other thing I did, guys, I made a record of his weight, and I made sure that I attended to all the clinics. Within that 2 weeks, I had like 2 clinics, one for weight and another one for injection. So I made sure that I went for those 2. I think the other one was for polio, something like that. So I made sure that I went for those 2 clinics without failure. Going to clinic, it will give you a highlight of how your kid is doing, the development, the weight. Make sure, especially the weight, observe the weight of your kid, because if you don't, you might find out like the weight is lowering. We don't want it to work like that. Make sure you keep a record of the weight of your kid. So I made sure that I kept the record of my kid, and guess what? To date, he's added more than 3 kgs just because he was staying with the grandma. And these kids, when you are with them in your house, sometimes they won't even accept to eat whatever it is that you are eating because there is no competition. But when you get those kids to somewhere there are kids, like, those kids will feed and you'll be happy of the results. Just make sure utilize these tactics, utilize this information where you are not there. Just make phone calls, follow up with the growth and development of your kid. Just know what exactly is it happening out there, and trust me, you guys, your kid will forget breastfeeding within a span of 10 to 21 days at most. 21 days, because mine forgot at 10 days. And guess what? Even when I went there, when I wanted to check on him for the first time, he had forgotten me. Like, he would turn away from me like, I don't know you. And so I was like, damn, that's exactly what I wanted. You forgot me, and I'm happy for that. So at least my mission was accomplished, and I was happy for that. So guys, that's the video for today. If you enjoyed this video, of which I hope you did, and I hope that I've given you information depending on the description of this video down here, I met that target, I met that reason to why you watch this video. And if you enjoyed this video, kindly make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and of course, give me a thumbs up. Come on, keep liking my videos, and I'm very much grateful for you watching my videos, for you clicking, for you subscribing, for everything you are doing to make me here. Thank you for being one of my fans. Thank you for watching my videos. And guys, my name is Josephine, and until next time, have a good time. Ciao.